Hey, what's going on? It's been another great Monday here at Kersey Law. I'm actually finishing up. I've got another few calls to make and I'm ready to go home. If you saw some of my information yesterday, I was here early in the afternoon, and then I had a client visit to make, which I did, later on in the evening around 7. Met with my client for a couple hours and then got back to the office, and so I was working on some admin work. It's just really easy for me to get in the flow at night. Flow is when everything's just really coming into you, and you're just locked in the zone. I love being able to work with no distractions, so no phones going off, no one asking questions, just no one bothering me. I'm able to really get into my zone. And the best time for me to do that is late at night. So I was here until about 2:30 in the morning, and then I went home, got a little bit of sleep, woke up at 5:45, and then I had court this morning. So I had a readiness conference on a misdemeanor case. And so a readiness conference is basically a hearing to determine whether or not a case is going to possibly settle or if it needs to go to trial. And so in this particular matter, it was our first readiness conference, and I was telling the DA that we need an opportunity to get some mitigation information over to them in hopes to be able to negotiate a better deal for our client. And so, generally speaking, the police, when they're doing their investigation, they conduct an arrest, they don't know anything about, our clients. They don't know, where they're from. They don't know what they do for a living for the most part. They don't know any of their background. And so same thing with the prosecutor, whether you're talking about the district attorney or the city attorney, they don't know anything about our clients. And so it's our job to then offer that perspective, to let them know what our clients' work history is, what their education history is, what their mental health history is, if that's relevant, what their their criminal history is, and what would be the explanation for that. And so we're essentially telling our client's story, telling their side, adding some color to the black and white nature of penal code sections and charges in a complaint. And so, that takes time. You need to spend the time with your client in order to get that information. Oftentimes, some investigation is required, some research is required, and some, document and other fact gathering. So we're doing that, and we'll be ready for the next time we roll into our settlement conference to then be able to propose, in a counter offer to what they've already offered to us. And so, finished up at court, and then I went and had a nice little lunch. Went and ate up my favorite tender greens, you already know. But then after that, I had a couple of meetings. I had a meeting with an actual client, so we're discussing some evidentiary issues for upcoming trial. So we already have a trial date set, and we needed to hash out some of those issues. And then I actually met with another client who retained us on a new matter. And so we're going to be assisting with a U visa. If you don't already know, a U visa is a visa for people who have been victims of crimes and who have either been seriously hurt mentally, so mentally, emotionally, or actually physically. And then if they cooperate with law enforcement and law enforcement certifies their cooperation, then that can be a means through which they're able to get legal status here in the United States. So we're going to be helping a current client get that. And then I met with another potential new client on a criminal matter. So it's been a packed day, and that's just one of the things I really love about being a defense attorney. I love that no 2 days are the same. You always got something different going on. It keeps things fresh. It keeps things new. Like I had court in the morning, and then you have afternoon meetings. I met with Michelle, our graduate law clerk, and we were talking about her experience so far here at the office, and ways that we can make her experience better. And we'll be meeting tomorrow, go over some constructive criticism and all of that. So I'm just all over the place throughout the day, and mixing it up like that really keeps things interesting, fresh, and fun. So for me, that's about it for today. I'm really ready to get out of here. I mean, I could probably go another few hours, but I really do need to respect the fact that I put in that extra time, being here until 2:30 in the morning. I really got to give myself that rest, even though I always feel like I can keep going. I've got to respect my mind and my body's need for rest. So I'm going to make these last few calls I need to make, and then I'm going to get out of here. So it's been a great Monday. I hope you had a wonderful Monday as well. And if not, you got a few more to get it figured out. Monday is that day that everyone, is moaning and groaning and doesn't want to come into work. But hey, perspective is everything. Change that perspective. Understand that if you have a job, if you're employed, you're lucky to have a job. There's so many people who probably would want to have your position if they could. So you just make sure you keep things in perspective. Love those Mondays. It's another day that the Lord has made, just like every other day of the week. So crush it on Mondays. Make it a magnificent Monday, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.